Hello, MonstersAbound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, Mortal Empires, and part 23 of my Count Noctilus Campaign. I think that's the White Tower of Hoeth there, which of course is where all the Elfie wizards live. Must be a hell of a commute, mustn't it? I mean, you're going to have to make... I mean, it's bad enough commuting as it is, without having to, like, deal with a maze every single morning. I mean, some mornings... It's you know, it's not great, is it? And so having to deal with a maze, especially one that shifts around all the time, you just get pissed off, wouldn't you? Anywho, Count Noctilus is here.
Count Noctilus reigns.
Yes, well, sort of, anyway, because, you know, the goodies have once again sort of taken over. Poor old Ikit went down like a ton of bricks. I mean, literally a ton of bricks. He's still alive for the moment, but I don't think he's going to be much more alive for more longer. That sentence is in some way some form of English, but I don't think people would notice it as such. Anywho, so we're defending Galleon's graveyard, but as a couple of people pointed out, the reason that Malekith isn't going for Ulthuan is because they're not at fucking war, are they? Nope, not actually at war. So what I'm thinking is maybe I keep my two armies here to defend Galleon's graveyard, and meanwhile Count Noctilus goes on a bit of an attack against Tretch and knocks him out, because if we can knock out Tretch, maybe that'll give Malekith enough impetus to then, I don't know, maybe declare war on Ulthuan and just go ham, or maybe vice versa. Either way, as long as like someone's attacking, I mean, I could try and conquer Ulthuan myself, but I don't know, could it work? Dare I dream the impossible dream? The thing is, they've got a lot of armies, and I just don't know if I can kill them all. It's ballsy. It's a ballsy move, one that might not pay off. However, we do have quite a lot of vampiric corruption around here, so actually, this could work. Do we just go, you know what, Malekith, you had your chance, and you blew it? Do I? I mean, I like the terrain. Fuck it, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Starting with this. This is mine now. I own this. Oh yes. Look at that. What's this? Don't get rid of that. More vampiric corruption. Yes, because if we can spread vampiric corruption, that will really piss off the elves, won't it? Yeah. This could work. I mean... It's a mood, isn't it? It's a vibe, but is it a vibe I like? I don't know. I kind of feel a bit kind of like nervous about it. It's a ballsy strategy, but maybe we'll just fucking go for it. I mean, I think what we need is like a strong push. In which direction? I'm not sure. Only slight problem might be hordes of elves. That could be an issue. However, if we can deal with hordes of elves, then we might be onto something. And if we can weaken Ulthuan, then they'll have less army to send at us. We'll have more money, because obviously we'll have settlements. Plus, if we take the centre of Ulthuan, we can take the gates. And then our settlements are fairly safe. The only slightly issue is that we'll be taking the... Hello, Queek. How's it going, buddy? Defensive alliance? Nah. Nah, I don't think you're going to live much longer, to be honest. Oh, Tretch, you're still at war. I'm going to say no. I really want to peace out with Tretch. I want Malekith to peace out with Tretch, because I think they could be friends. And if they're friends, then they can, you know, concentrate on the real problem, which is all the goody two-shoes. There's so many dwarf armies. Okay, not sure what this is, but fine. Bretonnians line. Okay, I'm not overly concerned about Bretonnians, to be honest. Bretonnians, not so much an issue. The dwarves are going to be a large issue because there goes Sartos. I was like, I'm surprised they've survived that long. Well, there we go. That's them gone. I mean, that's one step closer to victory in some ways. The Doomtide, yep, Chaos is dead again. Right, we've got Baron von Heaste has arrived. He's over there, so he'll be heading this direction. A once famous vintner from Bretonnia, Heaste was aboard his trade ship en route to deliver goods to the New World. Near to reach destination, the ship was beset by an undead vessel commanded by the legendary pirate Ruzov von Drac. As the unliving stormed Heaste's ship, sparing not one of his crew, he made his last stand at the helm, surrounded with swords to his throat. His enemy made an offer: join him as a vampire on death and serve as his first mate. Heaste, without much choice, all things considered, accepted Drac's offer, and so became to serve the vampire for many years aboard his ship, learning not only the ways of piracy, but also those of dark magic. Heaste always harboured his own grand plans for greatness, however. One night, as he stood with Von Drac at the helm, Heaste drew his blade and lopped off his master's head. He stood there as the skeleton crew crumbled into piles of bones, before raising the lifeless husks once more to serve him. Now as captain of the ship and with a crew of undead, he began his reign of terror, all of his own. Well, I mean, you know, that's rags to riches, isn't it? Holy shit. Breaking that glass ceiling. Right, yes, Ghost Fleet for more replenishment. I'm kind of tempted to chase down this army. Probably better to kill them now.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
All set.
Than wait.
Your will.
All bones on deck.
No.
Could probably take them. In fact, I'm fairly sure of it. Now, I think there's an elf army over here. Yes, there is. Do we want to take this on? I'm going to say yes. Now, they will have a small garrison, but I'm not particularly... I feel like being on the offensive isn't necessarily a problem. We can take this settlement and just sort of add... Now, obviously, public order is going to be a bit of a problem here because we don't have the corruption yet. But we can work on that. Let's get a garrison there.
No.
So we're going to hit this army over here and just go on the offensive.
Kill or be destroyed, minions.
So we'll take this out. It's not too bad. Citadel of Avalon are a bit of a problem, but I think if we can concentrate like the deck gunners and then we've got a lot of Necrofex Colossus, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem really. That's how I like my Sisters of Avalon. Exploded by cannonballs. Ideally. You know, that's the dream. So we're already getting a nice early start on taking apart this elf army. It's quite a large army actually, because obviously they've got the garrison here as well. They've got a couple of... Well, actually, that's a Sun Dragon over there. They've got a Flame-sized Phoenix as well. They've got a couple of Frostfire Phoenixes as well on the other flank. Mostly infantry in the centre. They don't have a lot of missile units. But what missile units they do have, we're trying to take out before they ever reach us and become a problem. Then we just need to concentrate on protecting our flanks, where we've got a couple of units of Dragon Princes and also some Malarian Reaver Archers and some of the nasty units that are trying to flank around, so we need to deal with those. Gunners getting some nice early shots and some Archers with light armour there, getting absolutely destroyed. So that's quite nice. There is not. Getting gunned down. Phoenix Guard, of course, quite tanky, but no shields. You just don't want to not have a shield in Warhammer Total War. It's just a bad idea. You're just going to have a bad time. Dragon Prince is flanking around, but fortunately, old Pete here is going to come in and start jumping up and down on them and doing a lot of damage, because that's what he does. The Prometheans also tanking that quite nicely. The Flamespire Phoenix is going to try and bomb us, but they're bombing the Prometheans, so it's not doing a huge amount of damage. Left flank, we've got yet more Dragon Princes, but we're going to spawn in a unit of Rotting Prometheans to go and block them. In come the Frostspire Phoenix? Frostheart Phoenix, that's it. Frostheart Phoenix. We've got the Flamespire Phoenix now in amongst us. There's the dragon. There's the dragon. Throwing some fire at us, but thankfully it's only roasting Pete, and Pete doesn't give a shit, so that's all fine. Phoenix is causing a bit of trouble. He's also, it looks like he's heading for Queen Bess, which isn't great. The Frostheart Phoenixes are engaging Count Noctilus. which I'm not too worried about. And also, Charlie is fighting another one. And seems to be doing okay. We're going to pull the deck gunners out of that. A Flamespire Phoenix is engaging Queen Bess, but the gunners are just turned around and shot it in the face, which is how I like my Frostheart, my Flamespire Phoenixes. Full of bullets. Ideally, lots of bullets. Like a ton of bricks. The Sun Dragon is also getting shot. We're concentrating fire on that, because the easiest way to kill big monsters is by shooting them. In fact, the easiest thing to kill anything in Total War Warhammer is to shoot it with something. In comes Pete as well to help out. And yeah, that Sun Dragon, he's not super happy. He's very sad. He's only got 15 health left. He's gone. He's out of here. As is the vast majority of the enemy army. They've taken enough casualties to break. I can't believe that dragon's still alive on 15 health. Can someone please, like, shoot it out of the sky, please? Thank you. Nice little preemptive strike there. Knocked out that army. I'm going to occupy again. That's right. Ooh, Anzipal's Black Horror is actually very, very nice. Let's give that to Charlie. So you can have that. In fact, you don't have anything. Have a Potion of Toughness. Have an Enchanted Shield. Have a Sword of Striking. You don't have any of that. Have a Ship's Necromancer. Can you not have anything else? Is that all you can have? Oh, that's all we got. Fair enough. Fair enough. Only got a skill point, which is nice. It's good to know. Good to know. Could give you Fog of the Damned. Would reduce melee attack, but I think we're going to go Swashbuckler because I think you just need to be a little bit more sort of bit more killy. Bit more killy. Let's get the bulk cargo. Oh, do we want to get that, or do we want to get... Do I want to get this? It's not really that useful. But let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. And we want to spread all of the corruption. So we're going to knock down that. So that's just going to help us with... Because we don't have much in the way of trade goods. So having some trade goods would probably be quite nice. Let's go and kill these dwarves. Are they going to run away or are they going to fight? They are going to fight. Scarecrow Banner not much use against dwarves, of course, but never mind. Let's give that... Sure. Something like that's probably fine, I guess. Actually, let's give that to you. Right. So... This isn't a very shieldy army, actually. If we can knock out those grudge throwers, then that should be fairly easy.
Pistols and cutlasses ready.
Cannons might have the range, they're just not very fast at shooting, which is a bit of a problem, because in an artillery duel, we're not going to win. Look, we barely scratched the grudge thrower, and already they've just taken chunks out of our zombles. So many of my precious zombles crushed under rocks. Zombles don't grow on trees, you know. They grow in corpse piles. I mean, they don't grow, but, well, they grow in some areas anyway. Anyway, point is that most of the dwarf army is now kind of in range. We're going to drop some rocks on them because that's always fun. And the Necrofexes have been doing fantastic work to the point where I'm going, why don't I just bring more Necrofexes? Who needs cannons? Dropping some rocks on them. That's working out quite nicely. They're now in range, and I've decided that I'm just going to charge in my infantry and fight them in a melee, because maybe that will be better. I don't know. They're only dwarf warriors, so I mean they are gold chevron because the AI gets massive bonuses to its recruitment rank. But in come the depth guard, bit of a melee there. We don't often. I mean, Count Noctilus's army is very sort of ranged based. I mean, it's only got 4 melee infantry, 4 infantry. Well, no, not even infantry. 4 melee units really. The Frosting Prometheans, and everything else is gunnery. So. It's nice to have a bit of difference in sort of like the army compositions, because that's what Total War Warhammer is all about. It's having these massively different armies all just wailing away at each other and just having fun. Ah, so much fun. So much fun killing dwarves. Killing so many dwarves. Getting chopped up by polearms and then chopped in pieces by giant crabs. That's a hell of a way to go, isn't it? What a way to go. Okay, so our infantry probably has the upper hand here, but we are taking a lot of damage from these grudge throwers, which are still in operation. We've managed to take out one. Another's still firing. The Salt Lord Scuttlers have managed to take out one so far, which isn't great. I mean, we could charge them into melee, which I'm kind of thinking doing just to lock them down, because they've just got so many kills. It's horrendous. However, we are winning this engagement. You can see the dwarves are starting to run away. The Dwarf Lord being chased down by you and, of course, One Toes Adley. Come on, guys. He's only got little legs. Get him. Nice hit. Chopped his head off. Good job. Good job. Okay, with the Lord's death, that should mean the dwarves are capable of breaking, because, of course, dwarves don't like breaking. They tend to fight to the last. That's they're a bit of a bugger to kill. Fighting squishy humans is fine. Killing dwarves, pain in the ass. They're very, very good at what they do. However, those necrophiles... Well, Greg is half the man he used to be, apparently. Never mind. I mean, he's a vampire, isn't he? He'll pull himself back together, I'm sure. Well, it looks like we've managed to break the dwarves, but at quite a heavy cost to ourselves. Thank God they didn't have any iron breakers. I always forget how annoying dwarves are to fight. They just don't die.
Your mistress. You will obey.
I'll take the minimal replenishment, but I'll take it. And we'll head back to replenish. Amber Trance is fine, I guess. And hopefully that army will then bugger off. In fact, it might actually be better not to kill dwarf armies, because it probably takes longer for them to sail back, recruit units, and then come back to fight me again than it would just to kill them. Because if you kill them, they just pop up next turn with a new army in a city somewhere and start recruiting. Does that take longer or not? I don't know. Okay, well, let's get Arcane Conduit.
Let us raid.
And we should be ready to go there in one turn. I want vampire buildings here to spread vampiric corruption, and we're going to go and burn Gayan Vale to the ground, because it's a horrible magical forest filled with frolicking bunny rabbits and shit. The last thing I want is frolicking bunny rabbits. Probably can talk to you and shit as well. They probably sing. They're all chirpy. Just the very thought. Okay, now even if we don't keep the cities, taking them off the elves, doing damage and spreading vampiric corruption can only be a good thing, because it will make it harder for them to keep. Why? Guys, I know chaos is theoretically a threat to the entire world, regardless of your alignment, but still, could we maybe not help the good guys? Could we let chaos maybe just burn the Empire a little bit? Please. Could we just do that? It might... Please? Oh, God, that's a lot of Hellstorm rocket batteries. Well, the kit went boom. How many fucking dwarf stacks are there? Oh, jeez. Goodness me. Goodness gracious me. There's a lot of goody armies wandering around. It really is a problem. It really is. I think I might have to just play Vortex campaign until they fix this problem, because the Empire is just... The Empire and dwarves are just ridiculous. They can just get, like, just... Unless you take him out early, you really need to take him out early. Taurus, okay, that's not really bothered about that. Servants of Chaos are dead. Thanks, Malekith. Good job. Good fucking job.
Not possible.
That's...
All bones on deck.
That's the thing.
I'll relay the order. Don't stop.
I'm going
We'll intercept.
to lay a little ambush.
What is your demand? Lend ahoy!
And I'm going to pop in there.
Arms on deck.
Futile.
Thought that was Tyrion. It's not. It's Tiffian. His slightly shit body double.
Do you take me for a child?
Richard B. Spitter. Okay. And Rafonce is back.
Count Noctilus Campaign.
Now we can actually attack her, shall we? Yeah. We can move so far. Hello. I'm just going to auto resolve that.
Fair me.
Take the replenishment. End of the errantry. More growth for local province. Double experience. Research rate. All fine. Head back. Get the replenishment. That's all good. We're going to spread that vampire corruption. Oh, yes. How much does this spread it? 5 and 3 in adjacent. Okay. I mean, vampire corruption is increasing quite a bit. A lot of Ulthuan now has little vampire-y bits surrounding them. They don't like that. In fact, vampire corruption is actually 52% here. So actually public order is starting to take a hit. Holy shit, that's actually getting... That's getting to levels where they're actually going to start taking attrition damage, which is very nice. I mean, not nice for them. For them, it's awful. For me, it's great. Okay, let's do that. We've got Heaste heading this way as well, so we're going to have to deal with that. And I also need to do some raiding so that we can get Noctilus's magic item and quest battle, because I'd quite like to do that. Let's see. Charlie... Do I want to do that? Let's do that. See if we can lure this Empire army in for an ambush. Because if we can, that'd be quite nice. I'm going to send Kevin up to Nagrond to set up a little pirate cove. Ah, there is the... So, if I move an army there, they should, like, pop up elsewhere. So that's basically what I'm going to have to do to get Nagazishar. Assuming I can get it, because obviously the dwarves, especially in the mountains, are going to be hopping all over the place. It's going to be an absolute bloody nightmare to deal with them. Oh, someone's sort of came back. Malekith is continuing to murder lizard men, which I am a-okay with. Is he still at war with Bretonia? He's at war with Throg. Which, to be honest, I would prefer if he wasn't at war. I'd prefer if Throg and Malekith were firm bosom buddies. That's the dream. It feels like the evil factions are just beating the shit out of each other, while the good factions then beat the shit out of them.
Before
I feel like maybe if evil could get its act together, a peace treaty. I mean, it's nice not to be at war with someone, so I'm going to take that. Okay, good. The dwarves are even stronger than they were before. Nice. Because they've confederated with Karak. I mean, not that's going to increase their strength a huge amount, but it's still going to be, you know, something. I'm kind of glad I got those pirate coves in early. I don't think... Hello, a non-aggression pact. Alright. I mean, unless I'd gone for Bretonia early. Right, damage, less armor or less weapon strength. Less armor. So if I go here... Right, so, sail to the Shark Straits... Sail to... So if we go to the Shark Straits, I think that's over here. Shark Straits, yeah. So we should appear over here. So that's how we're going to travel between them. So that's a mod. You can find a list for all the mods I'm using in the description, should you want to find out. Probably going to lose that to Alistair over there. See, the problem is I just don't, because I don't have the armies nearby, I can't be everywhere. So maybe I should be concentrating on taking the larger settlements, like the White Tower. I mean, the garrison, there's a lot of Ulthuan Sea Guard there, but we've got Queen Bess, so, I mean, that shouldn't be that tricky. Okay, we're going to take the White Tower and use this as a base of operations to then strike out from, and hopefully cause the High Elves a few headaches. But that is going to have to wait until next time, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Count Noctilus Campaign.